everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this very cute embellished circle. So as you can see, it's dimensional, it has pom-poms, it has stuff coming out of it in so many places. It's glittered. I have some, what is that called, like wrapping around the thing there, and on this one here I have wrapping. So I'm going to be showing you how to make this. What you're going to need is, you don't need a circle die, but it makes it a lot easier. You could do this with any other shape if you have some nested dies. I saw this idea on Instagram. It was using hearts, and I thought I would use what I had, which is circles. You're also going to need some glitter paper and a collection. I'm going to use the Maggie Holmes Heritage collection. You can use any paper that you'd like. For your central piece here, you're going to need a piece of chipboard. This is just the gather one that I'm going to be using, and then lastly you're also just going to need some thread. I'm going to use some gold thread to make your life easier. I would recommend using your hot glue gun. So let's jump in and see how to make this super cute DIY embellishment. So I'm going to start off just by grabbing out my die cutting machine. Would just like to say this is the first time that I'm doing a kind of live make with me tutorial, so this will be interesting. So I'm just going to grab the circles that I want to use. I'm not going to use the two smaller circles because they're just too tiny, so I'm not going to use them. I'm also going to use a piece of black and a piece of gold because they go really well with the collection that I'm using. If you were using a collection that had lots of bright colors, I would use those. So what you need to do is just pick colors that kind of go together. So as you can see, they really go together. So I might try and grab a greeny color if I can find one. So like that swan one would be really cute as well. So I'm going to try that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have a green one that I want to use, so I'll just go grab that now. Okay, so if you're an avid watcher of mine, I'm going to use one of my reject store collections. This is the twig and twine one, and I'm just going to use this black scrap piece here. So this is a really good embellishment to make, obviously, with your scraps. Okay, so using my dies. So for example, I'm just going to move my die cutting machine out of the way. What you're going to do is kind of layer it up how you want it. So I think I want that one as my bottom one, and then that one. Maybe I'll probably have gold as a big one this time. And then, so I'm going to do it like that, which means I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dies, which I have 6 here. So I'm going to cut them all out. So I'm just measuring it to size, as you would do. However you decide to cut it out will work fine, but just going to go like that. And don't throw this out because I have heaps of ways you can use these. So I'm going to cut all these out and then I'll be right back. So I'm just going to put my scraps over to the side, and I will reuse these for heaps of other embellishments. So just like, you know, with any die cutting machine, I'm just going to line these up and then put them in there. So I like to just cut as many as I can at the same time because it makes it a lot easier than having to, you know, do 6. I should hopefully be able to get this done. Well, I'll definitely be able to get it done in 3, but hopefully I'll be able to get it done in 2. So then I'm just going to roll it in, and I go back and then forward. I just find that even with my most hardest sheets of paper to cut, it'll be done. So I'm going to cut all of these and I'll be back. Okay, so there is my die cutting done, and I'm just going to check to see what they all look like layered on top of each other. Which, yes, I like that. I'm happy with that one. Okay, so what you're going to do next is get some foam tape, and pick a couple of layers that you want to be dimensional. So I'm going to do my 2 glitter ones and then also just this black one here. So my 3rd piece down will be dimensional, my 5th piece down will be dimensional, and my final one will be down. So I will do that now. Okay, so I've done my double-sided tape, but what I'm going to do first before I stick it together is I'm going to do a wrap around this piece here and this piece here. And what I mean by a wrap is I'm going to take some gold twine here. I'll do the big one first. I'm going to just take a little bit of hot glue and stick it down, and what you want to do is make sure it's not too hot before you seal it. So I'm just sealing the end there, and I'm going to take maybe about 40-ish centimeters, or probably 50 centimeters, and I'm just going to start wrapping it around this circle, and then I'm just going to seal it on the end. Again, same thing, push it down, and I'm going to seal all the corners because otherwise it will just come off. Okay, so there is that wrapped. You can make it as thick or as thin as you want, but that's what I'm going to do for this one, and I'm going to do the same thing on this one. So that's my bottom piece. So my bottom piece has a gold wrap on it, then nothing, then lift it up, gold wrap again, on foam tape so it's lifted up, and then on foam tape again. So I'm going to do that and I'll be back. Okay, so here's this one. I've done it a little bit thicker than I did the other one. I'm going to now just glue these together with double-sided tape. If you have a pattern like this with something pointing kind of in the direction, make sure you glue it in the direction that you want it to be. So I'm going to glue these all down now, just using my hot glue gun. Then we're going to get on to doing the central piece. Okay, so I've glued it all together, and what I've done is from my chipboard I've chosen this cute little birdie. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the pieces and do a wire wrap around the bird. I just think it adds some really cool texture to it when you do this. Like, just if I do this really roughly right now, so just last one, we'll do a couple around here and a couple around there. So there we go. As you can see, it just adds some cute little texture to it. So I'm going to just glue that down. So same thing as before, you know, you're just going to put your glue on all of the pieces and then just seal it with your finger. Just be careful that it's not too hot because you don't obviously want to burn yourself. And because I kind of did this one really rough, I'm just going to make sure I seal kind of the back of it completely. So there we go, that looks really cute. So I'm also going to grab some feathers for this one to kind of come out of the tail of the bird. So I'm just going to grab those out now. Okay, so this is just my leaves. These are from AliExpress. I'm going to pull out some colours. So I'm going to pull out this green one here. I'm going to pull out a gold one as well. And I've also got like a creamy coloured one. So I'm going to pull one of those out. Two. But what I also have are these stamens. These are from AliExpress. So I'm going to put some of those in there. And I'm going to pull the blue out of the bird's tail and also from one of the papers that I used. So I'm just going to pull this blue one out and use that in it. to again add even more detail to this project. So basically how this is going to look is I'm going to be kind of gluing this out of the bird's butt, basically. And then that's going to go there, so I'm going to glue that on. With my stamens, what I do is I just pinch them together in the middle, I fold them in half, like so, and then I put a little dab of glue on the end. Give it like 10 seconds, blow on it, and then quickly like wrap it in my fingers and kind of roll it. And then I will attach this to the bird as well. So there is my bird, and my birdie is just going to go straight on the top there. Now I want to add some kind of softness to this, so I'm going to add some pom-poms. These pom-poms are from AliExpress. I'm going to just kind of sporadically put them kind of probably about there. I'm just going to chuck them on, so I'll do that now. So there's my pom-poms on there, and I want a word kind of coming out here. So I'm just going to get that, and I'm also going to grab a charm. Because if you look at this one here, I've got a charm hanging off, so I'm going to grab that out now. Okay, so I've attached the charm on there straight down the bottom, and then what I've done is I've just grabbed this little word sticker from my stash. It says thinking of you, and I've attached a fabric gold heart to it, and I'm going to stick that down now with my hot glue gun. So because of this being three very thick embellishment, I've added 3 layers of foam to get everything to kind of stick. But there that is, and this is my finished circle. I'll give you guys a close-up. This is, as you can see, quite a dimensional embellishment, but I love the way it looks. I love having the charm down the bottom there. This took me probably around about 15 minutes, but that is because I had to do the wire wrap and I had to quickly make this charm. But if you had the charm made, this would be very quick and very easy. So I hope you enjoyed this very quick tutorial showing you how I made this layered circle. So if you enjoyed, leave a like. If you really loved it, consider subscribing. That would be fantastic. And if you want to see some close-ups of this, head on over to my Instagram. The link is down below. So thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.